We're going to do a distance check. So set up where you're comfortable. All right, now close your eyes and stand straight up. Pick the club up with you. Hold your grip. All right, now with your eyes closed, take you what feels like a neutral setup. So you're going to tilt to the ball and you let gravity take the club and you're going to set up. Now open your eyes and look.
Okay.
Look at how far the ball is lined up off the toe. That means you should have this ball teed up more in this position, because that's your neutral, not stretched out, not reaching. Now
Right.
make that same left hip movement. Look at your spin number.
Why does, might be a dumb question.
We like
How
dumb
is it
questions.
affecting this, where I'm lined up? If I'm far away, why is it affecting backspin so much?
Well, you can't rotate efficiently. We'll start with rotation. If you look down the camera line, and I'm normally set up here, and this is comfortable for me, and then I reach. When I start to rotate my left hip away, where's my hands going to get? How much farther am I going to have to reach to get to the middle of the face? Because I'm rotating away, I'm pulling my center of mass away from the ball. My body's going away from the ball. If I'm moving this way, I'm going to have to reach farther.
Yep.
Which means my body's going to get into a position where it doesn't want to turn properly because I'm already stretched out. So if I'm stretched out, I've got to rotate and I got to find that ball. It's really hard to hold angles and rotate to hit it. So I'm going to stop rotation. I'm going to feel like I have to reach to get there. So when we get you closer into a neutral position, you can now rotate through your left hip like you're supposed to, knowing that if I get closer to my hands closer to my body at impact, I'm not going to miss the ball.
But what does reaching have to do with added spin?
It's harder to hit the center of the face the farther you get away from the ball. So now I'm going to start casting, trying to make sure I touch the tee. So I'm going to start reaching, and then you start doing this again. So I'm starting to expose more of that. And if I'm already reached out to this tee off the toe, and then I want to rotate, it's really, really hard for someone that's inflexible to get enough side bend to get the ball off the center of the face. Because your body's always going to be fighting for balance. So the more disconnected you are through impact, trying to swing at 107 miles an hour, your body's going to want to find a way to not fall over. So everything's going to be working against you away from the golf ball. So you start exposing the bottom half of the face again. Like, distance from the ball is hugely important. And if you're using rotation properly, if you think about like the physics of figure skating, if you're increasing speed at impact, you're probably going to be tighter and closer together. And if I've started farther away from the ball, it's going to be harder to hit the center of the face, because I'm going to be guessing that I'm going to be hitting it off the toe all day long. So then I reach a little bit farther and I flip a little bit easier because I got speed, but I can't rotate.
Yep.
So everything's going to want to start breaking down. I'm going to start flipping at it and start hitting everything down here.
And that's why you can't miss left.
You can't miss left, because if you try to release, you're going to hit it so far off the toe, you don't know where the ball's going.
Right.
Now, you don't have to be as close as you were on that last one, but the last one was really good off the center of the face.
Yeah, because right now I feel like I'm going to hosel rocket here.
But here's the thing, is just do the same thing we just did. Close your eyes, stand up, pick the club up with your grip, relax your back, relax your hamstrings, and then with your eyes closed, take what feels like a neutral good setup. And then look where the ball's at. And if you have to reach a little bit, that's okay. I'm not asking you to stand on top of the ball. But we don't want to be so stretched out with our arms that we can't rotate. Now, same left hip movement, same left foot. Hey, it's 2 in a row left. And that one sounded higher off the face. Have you ever seen a spin started with the number 1 before?
No. Did that one start with a 1? Nice. Yahtzee.
Like, you're never going to believe it, but we come back to this all the time. Even with the guys on
Basics. Fundamentals.
even the guys on my team that were playing at a college level, a highly competitive college level. We come to that with our top 5 all the time.
Remember when I said,
Coach, why do you keep doing this? Well, have you checked those?
Yeah.
Grip, ball position, posture, stance, alignment. Have you checked those first? If you check all of those and you're still having issues, then we'll start looking at other things. But
right.
you cannot get to a sub 5 handicap and not have decent technique. You can always run into errors with your alignment and with your fundamentals. But that's why we always come back to them. Now, how did you just hit 3 left that easy? And you just carried it 265 with less swing speed.
Because I have room.
A 2100 spin. We just killed your spin by 14,000 by adjusting ball position and posture.
Yeah, remember when I was saying the shorter here? I think that affected my setup because I'm like, well, I don't have the reach.
Everybody that rotates through the ball improperly with their right hip says, I'm too close to the ball, so let me get farther. Well, guess what getting farther does? Yeah. It makes you fire harder with your right to get back to the ball. Right. It makes you fall towards the ball. We want to be the opposite. And you see this a lot in those TPI videos that we watch. They're always like, get closer, because you have to create space through impact. You should not be losing space through impact. Right. So you don't need that ball. I don't want to get blue ink all over your driver head. Even though if it was red, it'd be different color, different. Now realize that I still have you set to a lower head than you normally have, right? So now we're going away from the X, we're going back to your stiff. I want you to do the same thing with the setup. Get comfortable and then fight with the left leg, fight with the left toes. What felt different?
I didn't quite fire.
Left hip?
Left calf.
But I mean, that's still 600 better than what your old miss was. Your old miss was 35. Make sure you feel comfortable distance from the ball. Don't reach. And fire the left leg.
Haven't done that in a while.
What part? The carry at 273?
No, feeling it off the middle of the face.
Like it's a spin. We're up on it 4, launched at 13, 2300 spin. Carry distance went from 250 something the beginning of the session to 272.